is Nia, and I'm here with
GNO from GNO Enterprises.
Okay, GNO. How you been doing today? It's been a long day. How you been doing?
It's been a long day. I didn't even get a chance to eat yet. I just been, you know what I mean?
You haven't ate?
I just been, I just been
you
selling,
strong.
you know what I mean? I just been in the zone.
And y'all been going crazy. Y'all my next door neighbor. Y'all been going crazy with the sales. Look, check out the hat. I honestly just caught that hat. My favorite color, pink, and you gotta feel the texture on it. It's so
it's nice.
It looks like quality. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Thank you. Yes.
So to start off this interview, it's your first one, right?
Yeah, my first one.
First one. So I'm gonna ask you like an icebreaker, just so we can like loosen it up, because I know sometimes people can get a little bit stiff when they get in front of the camera. So we're gonna loosen you up a little bit, okay?
All right, cool.
So the question I'm gonna ask you is really random. If you could have an unlimited supply of one thing for the rest of your life, what would it be?
See, like, I'm not gonna lie, I like throwing fits together, but at the same time, my first love was like shoes. So like it would have to be shoes. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean, because like if you think about it, like you got boots, like there's so many different kinds of shoes, and like you'll be set for every occasion.
Oh yeah, honestly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it would have to be shoes. Like I love shoes. Like shoes are my passion. So.
Yeah, that's one thing I struggle with sometimes. Like, I would have a perfect fit, but I'd be like, what fucking shoes would I wear with this? Like, I can't wear them heels because they're not going to go with it. Can't wear them sneakers because it's not the same color. Exactly. I mean, sometimes you can mismatch colors, but some colors just don't go together. So I do feel that. I do feel the shoes. Okay, that was a good answer.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
So let's get into these nitty-gritty questions. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
All right, the first one I want to ask, what everybody wants to know. Who are you and what is your brand?
So my name is Gabe, but my brand is GNO Enterprises. Everybody calls me GNO. It really stemmed from, I actually started it a little bit ago, and it was really just for me loving clothes. But then I took a break, and I started like touring and doing a whole bunch of other stuff, chasing dreams.
Touring?
Yeah, so I actually like run like celebrities, like, well, not celebrity per se, but like artists. Like I'll run their merchandise for like tours or like, so I'll either design it or just manage it or... But yeah, like, so I'll go on tour with them and just manage from state to state. So
it's major.
Yeah, appreciate it. So like once I did that, I like took a break from my brand and I got a chance to look at it in a different light and I revamped it a little bit. So now it's just based off of like the continuous effort of building. Like, so I feel like everybody's always striving to, you know, do the next thing in their brand. So for me, like, if I'm always looking for the next best thing for my brand, I just wanted to base the brand around that. Like if I was going to change the name.
Yeah.
So it's just really just building a foundation. So starting from somewhere and then knowing that you're going to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like there's no peak, you feel me? Like
I feel you on that one. Okay. I like your story.
Yeah. My fault, I talk a lot. I'm over
here.
Like,
look, we a podcast. That's all we do.
I know, I'm chatting. I'm trying to start my own podcast, so I'm taking notes from you, you know what I mean? I'm taking notes.
You got me, got my brothers over there with the podcast.
Okay.
Are they still over there? Oh yeah, they're still over there.
Yeah. Okay.
So, second question. If you could work with any designer, any celebrity for your brand, like just for your brand, why would you work with them and how would they strengthen your brand? Mine is their status, mine is the clout. Like what makes them like, oh yeah, I want them to work with
me? So truthfully, and it might be a little generic, but for me, not being too nitpicky, I would have to choose Yeezy.
Okay.
I know Kanye's a little different, you know what I mean? But truthfully, like I just take notes and I apply them to, you know, my own life. So I feel like he's been through, you know, a lot in the fashion industry. So I'll be able to learn the most because I don't want to like copy per se anybody's style because like my brand is me, you know what I mean? Right. So learning from, you know, the legends or just the people that's doing it at a high level, that's kind of what I like to do. So probably like Yeezy.
Yeah, Kanye put niggas on for real.
Yeah, for real. I know he's going through a lot in the fashion world right now, especially with shoes, but like above all, like I definitely try to take notes off of like certain stuff that I like. So
yeah, honestly, I feel like Kanye. I mean, of course he's been diagnosed with bipolar.
Yeah.
But I feel like the fashion industry and the industry in itself, because he's in the music industry as well, I feel like it kind of broke him per se. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, for sure.
Old Kanye was a different Kanye.
He was.
If you weren't born in that era, you won't even understand how. Like, I'm talking about born in that era. I was barely born in that era, but I was grateful
but I feel,
enough.
Yeah,
you know
like
I
feel you.
I know,
graduation, everything.
I was
bumping
a good age to even remember them songs. So it was just like I know the old Kanye. So you know what I'm saying? It's just so sad to see how like the industry did him and how his mental went away with that, but we ain't talking about none of that. We ain't gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the creative part of Kanye.
For sure.
Kanye is his differentness in his mind makes him a legend in itself.
And that's what I agree with. Yeah.
Yeah, because first he started producing, then he went to music in itself, then he went to fashion. It's just like, and it's like a lot of these artists try to do that. What he did, nobody can imitate what Kanye did because Kanye is like his mind. I want to see what his mind is like.
Yeah, you feel me? And it's crazy because like I started off doing like the same. Like obviously I'm not on no Kanye level, but like you know, and I plan on being wherever God takes me. But I started off producing. I did clothes earlier, but I kind of did like clothes, then producing, and then like full on brand. So like,
okay,
yeah, like you know what I mean. Like so, dibbling and dabbling in the music world, and then having a chance to tour with artists and control their brand. I was learning like double the knowledge, like you know what I mean. Like
you can know some everywhere.
Exactly, yeah. So.
That's how it gotta be, you know what I'm saying. So I like Kanye. And Kanye's a Gemini, and I'm a Gemini. So yeah.
Oh, here we go. That's the real reason why.
I gotta bring that in. No. What really made me respect Kanye because I did like his music, the Second and Third, and when he got batshit, crazy, I was like, that's too much. But when I watched his documentary, I was inspired. Like I was like. It's a part of Kanye you've never seen. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like the whole story. You know what I mean? People only know what we see on like Shade Room and the bad news, or you know what I mean? Like so, the whole story was good to watch. That's a fact.
And unless you look at it yourself, like through the wires, I had no clue he was singing through fucking wires.
Me either. You feel me?
The whole jaw broken. He's singing
as an artist, it's like inspiration. You know what I'm saying?
Like that's inspiration.
Nothing can stop you. You know?
Nothing can stop you.
Listen. I might need to hold on. Let me. You know what I mean? I might. Listen, my brain,
Stop. Okay, let's go to number 3. What makes your brand different from other brands? And not something that, generic, like the way you style stuff, but like what makes your brand different from other brands?
Truthfully, I would say, no knock to other brands. I think, everybody should,
of course,
get what, they deserve for sure. But I would say for me personally, just being selfish, like, I just think my brands are completely different. Like, not just because it's me and I'm a completely different person, but because I base my brand off of my life. You know what I mean? And only I've lived my life. So, the hard work and the climbing all the way to the top and then falling a little bit and climbing higher than you were before and falling. And so I just feel like me just knowing that I got to continually work on what I'm doing and I can see certain outcomes here and there and certain results. I had to base my brand off of that, and I just think that's what makes it different. You know what I mean? That's what makes it unique. So
I feel you. And you said the name came from your name, or how did
so GNO came from, that was my nickname. A friend back in like middle school-ish kind of just gave me that, and everybody just started calling me that. So when it was time for me to like really make a brand, and I realized that's what I wanted to do, it just made sense. You know what I mean? Like design-wise, because I'm a graphic designer. Okay. It was good design-wise, and then name-wise, it's like everybody already says it. So, and I do a lot, you know what I mean? So it just came from a nickname, and then the enterprise came from my life and just building and continuously building. So
see, that's where a lot of like a lot of brands miss making it about yourself.
Yeah.
They want to make it about the people, and it's okay to want to be able to sell your product, but you have to it has to come from something like a deeper meaning. You know what I'm saying? It can't come from I saw this trend, that's why I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I saw these hats, that's why I'm selling it. No, I saw these hats because it was deep within me that these hats were going to come about. Like, your hats are different. I'm looking around no knock to none of these designers here.
For sure.
I'm looking at the hats around, and your hats are different, and that's why I bought one.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. And I had to realize that, like, I was like, like, it's my first time being here, so, like, I'm like, okay, let me let this clothes sell himself. You know what I mean? I don't like to press people.
Yeah.
But, like, once I start talking to people, like, yo, like, I actually like what you're about. You know what I mean? Let me come see what's up. Like, so I feel like how you said, it's really about you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, because you can't really like define, like, if somebody come up to you and ask you what your brand is about, you can give like a book definition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
for
if
sure.
if they can feel that it's a book definition, it's not like something that's true, they're not gonna fuck with it.
Right. Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So the last question I want to ask you is, what do you think the fashion industry is missing that you could bring?
That I could bring?
Yeah. Or that's missing just in general?
So I think missing in general, honestly, I think the fashion industry is straight in that sense. Because, like, history repeats itself, and I think that's the same thing for clothing. Like, we see the bell bottom. I'm on bell bottoms right now. It's my first pair. I'm like, I'm never taking these off. You know what I mean? Like, but people used to wear these like as regular. That was the style. So I think the fact that it's coming back around, I love that. I think we could use something different. I don't know what different is until I see it, but I think we could use something different rather than just repeating itself. You know what I mean? Because that does get old eventually. But I think what I could bring is just a genuineness and a sense of self. You know what I mean? Like bringing yourself kind of into just shopping in general. Because we're gonna have clothes for the rest of our lives.
Yeah.
But you know,
Can't walk around naked.
You know what I'm saying? But is it just gonna be T-shirts? Is it just gonna be like what's gonna make it different and what's gonna make it special? So I think just a sense of self into the industry is gonna make it a little bit popping. You know what I mean? Like bring it back up.
Do you? I know I said that was the last question, but do you think companies like let's see, Shein is like ruining fashion a little bit, like the meaning of fashion?
Yeah. So like, I understand like, cause like you know like the biggest thing I learned was when you in fashion, you in business. Excuse me. So I understand like how Shein and like a lot of those places operate, and I get where they get their stuff from and how they're doing it, and I don't think it's bad, but I think it's missing a lot of qualities. You know what I mean? Like
quality.
You're gonna,
sure.
yeah. You know what I mean?
Keyword.
Like I wanna be able to shop and feel like something is just right just for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see 1,000 people.
That piece that
you know
have,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like down to the size, everything. Like that's the only thing I think is missing is just the uniqueness of it. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I shop on Shein, and I don't like shopping on Shein just because like I see. If I have a shirt on and I see like 20 people wearing it, I'm like, damn.
Yeah, like it loses like its quality almost.
That's
you
what I'm
feel
saying.
me?
Like, oh, that feel hard, but everybody got it on.
Yeah, facts.
I feel you on that one. Well,
for sure.
Dang, this was a really good interview.
I know I could sit here all day, for real.
Right.
I'm gonna have to tap in.
Like, we just talk. Wait, where you from?
I'm actually from here, but I went to college and everything in New York, so like.
Oh, okay.
I got like a New York mannerism now. I guess.
Yeah,
you know?
I hear it. That's why I was like, where you from?
Yeah, I got the New York mannerism.
You.
Yeah, where I could switch though. I could switch.
Wait, where you like from here?
So I grew up in the Lithonia area, so like I guess outside the city, like, but it's ghetto enough. You know what I mean? It's ghetto enough. Yeah.
I mean, shit, it's gonna be like that. I grew up in Southside, like Clayco area.
Oh, okay.
From like Jonesboro area, like Metro Atlanta.
Okay. I live in Stone Mountain now, so I'm trying to like, you know, I'm trying to fit in, like.
Okay, yeah.
You feel me, like?
Shoot, it's a. Honestly, we getting off real. We gonna talk about
this.
We
gonna
talk about this after
I
we
gotta
get
tap in. I gotta tap in with you.
Gio, thank you for coming.
GNO.
Yeah,
GNO. Now you good.
Thank you for coming on this podcast with me. And just honestly chopping up with me and the people. You gave a lot of like information that's very useful and meaningful, and I really appreciate that.
Of course.
I promise you next time I will not call you Gio.
Nah, you good. It happens. I appreciate you for bringing me on though. This was fun.
Yeah, of course.
This was fun. This was motivation to me.
Our people gotta stick together.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
This is motivation to me. We at the round table. You know what I mean? We at the round. You didn't see that?
We at the real round table, not the red round table.
Let me get on. Let me. You know what I mean?
But thank you again for coming on. Really appreciate. Before we leave, tell the people where they can find you, personal and your brand. For sure.
Okay, yeah. So my personal is gno.co. So it's gno.co. That's on Instagram. I don't have Twitter too much, but that's on Instagram mainly. And my brand page is GNO ENT official. No dots or nothing like that. Just at GNO ENT official. So yeah, we got big stuff coming. So
okay, official.
Yeah, I'm
official
excited.
GNO. Don't get it twisted. No GO, GNO.
Yes.
And we here. Bye, y'all.
Deuces.